And welcome back to the National Cricket Stadium here in St. George's, Grenada. And we're going to be in the next few minutes starting the second match of the day, where Clove Challengers will be challenging the Nutmeg Warriors. Saffron Strikers and Ginger Generals, well, had a bit of a tussle this morning. And Ginger Generals, of course, winning with some 2 overs to spare. And just to remind you, though, that tomorrow's game, we have Nutmeg Warriors coming up against Bay Leaf Blasters. That's going to be the quarterfinal match tomorrow morning. That's going to start at 11:45. So we're going to give you the team lineup a little bit later on, but we're going to go right over to the toss.
It is match 24, the final one in the group stage, and we are ready for the toss. At the toss here, the two teams featuring the captain for the Clove Challengers, Ronald Etienne, our home captain, and the away captain, Daryl Cyrus of the Nutmeg Warriors. Our match referee, Carl Felix, is here, and he would officiate at the toss. And Ronald Etienne, the home captain, the call is ahead, and it falls on tail. Clove Challengers have won the toss. Ronald Etienne, Clove Challengers winning the toss of the final group match. What will be the decision of the team?
We will have a bat first.
All right. Coming in here in previous matches, you don't wanted to win the toss and bowl first. A bit different today. What's the rationale behind that one?
As everybody know, we can't really qualify, so just giving the batsmen an opportunity to go out there and showcase their talent.
As we'd spoken yesterday, you guys have been playing good cricket, but not really coming together in all the facets of the game. An opportunity to express yourself in the last match. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, that's the reason why we're batting, as I said. So guys could go there and express themselves. No love lost to the guys who haven't done well in the tournament. All the best to Nutmeg. I wish them all the best going forward.
With that said, what do you think will be a good total you guys would want to defend later on?
120, 130, we're looking to score.
All right, well, Ronald, all the best to you and Clove Challengers for this match. And we know you guys have a couple of matches left in the tournament, and we look forward to seeing you guys then.
All right, man. Cheers. Thanks.
All right. The new captain of the Nutmeg Warriors, Daryl Cyrus, being asked to bowl first. Would that have been in your thinking also?
Yes, definitely. With a bowl first, thinking that the wicket are losing a little bit of moisture. Thinking with a bowl first, but at the end of the day, one team have to bat, one have to bowl. So at the end of the day, we bowling, so yeah.
Nutmeg Warriors currently sits at the top of the table with one game left. I'm looking forward to win this one to finish first place in the after the group stage.
Yeah, most definitely. I think momentum and confidence goes a long way. So I definitely think that winning today is a must.
You have lost your captain for the earlier part of the series. He's out, but replaced by Sunil Lambert. Certainly a big addition to the squad.
Definitely, Sunil Lambert, Volcano's captain. I think he'll bring a lot to the team.
All right, so we want to wish you guys, Nutmeg Warriors, all the best for this match, and looking forward to seeing you guys in the rest of the tournament.
All right, thanks.
All right, so that was the captains. Just to recap the news from the middle. Clove Challengers, they've won the toss, and they've decided to bat.
And so Clove Challengers and Nutmeg Warriors going to be locked in battle shortly. And this should be an interesting lineup and contest. Rafael, of course, a prelude, of course, to the match tomorrow, God's willing, where Nutmeg Warriors will Bay Leaf Blasters, but they have to face the challengers first. This doesn't interfere, of course, with the position at all.
Yeah, you're right, and I think they will be looking to build some confidence in this encounter. Clove Challengers, who haven't done as well as we expected in the tournament, would want to finish on a winning note. But I must believe that they would want to make sure that they continue the winning ways, just to fine-tune various areas as they go into that big game tomorrow.
Yes, so we've got lovely conditions there in the middle, and couple of pitches, of course, that had to hold up during the course of this tournament. You had to play on the pitches practically every day, so to speak, interchanged a bit. But it's always a challenge when it comes to that, Rafael, for the ground staff to make sure that the pitch really is properly upkept.
Yeah, you're right. It has been a challenge. I could tell you on Tuesday, one of the wicket did play a bit low, and we had some discussion. There was some concern whether or not we would prepare another wicket, just to rest one of the wicket as we go into the big games this weekend. But it has been a challenge. I think they have stood up to the challenge in that so far the pitch has played well, with the exception maybe a few deliveries keeping low, and this is expected. You play on a wicket constantly for probably going on to 2 weeks now. So you tend to think, and the sun we have been getting here, a lot of hot sun. So the likelihood is always that you would tend to play low at some point in time. But I must say that it held up pretty well, and I think based on what I've seen, up to this morning, we should be in good stead for a good wicket on the weekend games.
Nutmeg Warriors would be without the services of Andre Fletcher out for the rest of the tournament. Struck a few days ago, harshly flush on the neck by a delivery from Martin. So how much would this maybe affect the Nutmeg Warriors? It's not just the prime batsman on the team, but also the skipper.
Yeah, you're right. I think it will affect, psychologically. You have a player, the nature of Andre Fletcher. I think we all know what he brings to the table, his ability. And he tends to lead the team with a sense of confidence. I think the players feel very confident with him. You can see sometimes his mannerism, with the way he speaks sometimes, the players are really keen to gel with him. He being out now, I know it definitely will affect the team in terms of that sort of the confidence that they should have, knowing that they have Andrew Fletcher there. That would be an issue where he's no more there. No, I'm not just speaking about his batting, the ability, his ability to bat for the team. He's the one that could turn things around. And if you remember, I think the first edition, and they would have lost their first few games. And I could remember speaking with him and just reminding him his role is to bat right through. I think they did that in the semi-finals, and they came and win the tournament. So I think it's critical that he's nowhere there.
So let's look at the Nutmeg Warriors. We probably will have some more discussion about that, but a good senior player has in fact come on to replace Andre Fletcher. Sunil Ambris is going to be up today. Hakeem Alexis, Nick Ashton, Weibel Benjamin, of course the keeper Kiran Kotoy, Darryl Cyrus, who is going to be the captain of today's match, Haston Jackson, Sheldon Joseph, Donald McDonald, Alex Moses, and Shonel Regis. So the news is that Clove Challengers, they've won the toss and they've elected to bat. Clove Challengers team, of course, skippered there by Ronald Etienne. Ricky Alexander is the wicketkeeper. Teddy Bishop, Kelton Kadu, Cyprian Forsyth, Kevin Francis, Junior Henry, Imran Joseph, Darren Ned, Jerron Noel, and Casimir Thomas. So we've got the lineup for both teams. The other side about it, Rifa, that we maybe can talk about is the fact that there are times when your key players or your key player is not there, and then the rest of the players will say, you know what, we have to rise to this occasion. That's the flip side to it.
Yeah, it is an opportunity. I think it's a great opportunity when the top player is not there. Someone can put their hands up and step up and really give someone else an opportunity. Now we have Cyrus is leading the team. Again, you probably might want to see him step up in terms of his function. One with his bowling and also his batting, because he do possesses the ability to bat well. So again, someone can step out the fact that Fletcher is not there.
Right, and of course Sunil Ambris, who has put on a pong or two, is there now playing for the Nutmeg Warriors. So the Nutmeg Warriors, they're out there, and Clove Challengers, they won the toss and decided to bat. And we have, in fact, just give you the lineup for both teams. So it's going to be a very interesting match here this afternoon. And
interesting decision that Clove Challengers would have won the toss and elected to bat. Again, they have nothing more to lose, so I guess they will go out, should go out there
Yes.
confidently and try to put on a good show. Bishop haven't really come as one expected. So I think they should relish the opportunity to bat first and really to put a good score on the table.
Yeah, just get the impression, just get the feeling that they would want to go as hard as possible and put a good score. And when we talk about a good score, you must be thinking at about 100 runs.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Anything beyond is a plus.
Yeah, 120, 130.
So Ricky Alexander, of course, opening with Teddy Bishop. Ricky tends to take the first ball. That's what we have seen in the matches so far. And Teddy Bishop is at the non-striker's end. Haston Jackson is going to be moving in to bowl to Ricky Alexander. The two fielders out, the third man and the deep backward square. Those are out right back on the boundary. The others, of course, within the field restricting area. And here is Jackson with the first ball. And he will move in to bowl to Alexander. Here he is now and bowls. And Alexander leaves that alone outside the off stump. Not much carry within the ball, dropping before it got to Benjamin. So that was the first delivery. Jackson. Good worker, really.
Yes, struggle a bit to the no balls and the wides. And well, one hopes he's going to get it right this afternoon.
Yeah, but he certainly does love his game. There's no question about that. Moves in to a bowl to Alexander, who opens the face of the bat and glides the ball down to third man. Katoy was going across to his left and then realized that he couldn't cut the ball off. Regis had to come in from third man, collected it and sends the return. The Clove challengers, they're off the mark. They're one without loss as Bishop now comes in to strike. Sun has come back out. Well, it was rather cloudy. It still is cloudy, but no real chance of rain. They're not rain clouds.
Yeah, you're right. It's not one of the hotter days, but air condition really cool for cricket, and not blistering heat as we would have experienced the last few days.
Jackson is in to bowl to Bishop, who is slapping that back past the bowler, and they will in fact get the single. And Bishop was just meandering down the crease. I just wondered why, especially as the ball was dramatically stopped at mid-off, why he didn't really scamper down. Just seemed to just casually going down the pitch, and in the end had to hasten because the fielder there at mid-off hauled the return and just managed to get there. Well, the throw was not accurate either.
But if there's one area of his game that he needs to step up, really, is his running between the wicket. A sense of positiveness and assurance when he's running. He do seem to have difficulty with that. But again, this was a short delivery, and I think he was probably looking at it square or somewhere through the covers. Played too early and really hit it just back past the bowler.
Jackson is in and bowls, and he's bowled him. Oh my goodness, that may have kept a little low too, and he looked a little bit squared up though. So there goes Alexander, bowled neck and crop by Jackson. One that may have kept a little low. Let's look at it again. And he played his right pad was outside the off stump, was onto the back foot. And I think the cardinal error there, Rafael, is that he was on the back foot and sort of played slightly around it.
Yeah, you're right. It did keep a bit low, but the danger was that he played across it, looking to play it on the onside. Well, I think if he played straight, probably would have pushed it back along the wicket. But not a bad delivery. It was a good delivery that just slightly seemed to angle in a bit. And he looking to push it on the onside. And I think that was a mistake he made in terms of just turning the bat a bit. and it went into the off stump. Good blow struck by Jackson.
Yeah, I just felt too, Rayfield, that he should have been onto the front foot rather than seeking to get to the back foot.
Yeah, he squared up a bit there. Could have been on the front foot.
So the new batsman is Darren Ned, and it's going to be Jackson, who's had a success story already, who is going to move in now to Ned. 2 for 1 Clove challengers. As here is Jackson in now and bows to Ned. Ned is looking to hit that, maybe swing that down to fine leg. Doesn't make contact wide, a signal by the umpire. And not that it was terribly wide, but maybe just over the shoulder and also a little bit outside the leg stump.
Yeah, just outside the leg stump. A quick delivery ball by Jackson. And with a confident net, he really was inside of it. And interestingly, he played that hook shot. And he was inside of that delivery. So it actually, when he missed the shot, it passed down the leg side.
Here is a delivery outside the off stump. And Ned, maybe just feeling for that, didn't make contact. And the total has pushed on. Well, the total is 3 for 1.
Just to go back to that short delivery from Jackson, Ned tried to pull it, and he got into the right position in that even though he missed the ball, he would not have been able to hit him, but it went down the leg side. But really, and this is something we're not seeing, as this delivery is wide of the off stump, signal wide by the umpire. Jackson bringing the ball right up, or just pushing it wide of the off stump.
Yeah, just straight outside the off stump. I think it's the second wide he has bowled in the over so far. Let's see. Yes, the second wide he has bowled.
Well, just to go back, and we played, time when you hook, it's so important that you always get into the right position to hook. We'll continue that discussion.
Jackson gets a beauty of a delivery and was feeling for that outside the off stump. Beautifully bowled. And was not far away from the blade. So the over comes to an end. Jackson will bowl 2 wides in the over. Has it come to an end? Yes, it's come to an end. So 1 over gone, and Clove challengers there 4 for 1.
A very good over by Jackson. Despite a couple of wides that he would have bowled, but he bowled some beautiful deliveries. That last one pitched and left the right-handed net, and really he was in no man's land. And really could have taken the edge, but really has been a good start. And the Clove challengers lost their first wicket, and 4 for 1. I think they will be disappointed with the start.
Yeah, I would think they'll be disappointed.
Nutmeg Warriors would be happy with what they have seen so far.
Yes. So Alex Moses will be bowling from the far end, and he's going to get ready to bowl to Teddy Bishop, tall, slender batsman, and who depends more so on timing. When you look at his body, he cannot be a power hitter per se. Here he is moving in now and bowls to Bishop. Bishop is getting one on the pad that he seeks to hit down to mid-wicket, and that was close too, because Bishop seemed to be ambling down the non-striker's end, and Wavell Benjamin peeling off the right glove and hurled the return, and might have been a little bit closer than really Bishop was expecting. He's got to be careful. Has to be alert when you're taking those singles. 5 for 1.
Certainly if he had that replay, would have given us an indication. Again, struggling to get to the non-striker's end. Really has to work hard on his running between the wicket.
Yeah, that's one of the flaws I think I've picked up. Here is Moses in and bowls outside the off stump. Cuts. Well, that's going to go over the boundary line just about now. Just a 1 bounce inside. 4 runs. Well, it started up nice, and Ned rocked onto the back foot and hit it cleanly over the squarish cover area down to the boundary for 4. He's off the mark in quite dramatic manner. He's gone to 4. Is 9 for 1.
Yeah, good confident shot by Darren Ned. He had to reach for it a bit, but it was short outside the off stump, and he just was able to get enough bat onto it. He just dropped 1 bounce, and then went over the ropes.
Here's a delivery that is clipped down to fine leg. They get a single as he just got inside the line of it, and looking to turn it, and turned it neatly. But of course, the fine leg fielder just inside the circle. They got one though. Clove challengers into the double figures now. They're 10 for 1. Teddy Bishop, who is one, comes back into strike. Here once more is Moses in and bowls to Bishop. Bishop is off the back foot and hits the ball up to mid-on. Regis comes in very quickly, collects, but the batsmen have time to cross for 1. So 1 more to Bishop, who's now gone to 2. And Darren Ned, who is a fine player.
Yeah,
really is.
Really attractive player, really good attacking player. I was not there to see his innings yesterday. I thought I'd got 60 odd.
Top class, really top class. Here is Moses bowls, and he is coming forward and driving the ball out to mid-off. They will in fact get a single, as the ball was not cleanly fielded there at mid-on. So 1 more to Ned, who's gone on to 6, and the total has gone to 12 for 1. His innings was in fact the high score in the tournament. That's correct. It really was a top class innings he played yesterday. It's the best I've seen him batted for quite a while, as Bishop will be taking strike to Moses, and Bishop is pulling that. Doesn't cue it all that well. The ball goes just to the right of the square leg umpire and gets a single. So he's now gone on to 3. He's not been timing the ball very well. One of the features of his batting, of course, is how well he times it. And the total has gone to 13. 13 for 1 over number 2.
Yeah, and you're right, Dan. Bishop just seemed to be struggling a bit. Don't seem to be getting his timing right. And I think you would need to just play orthodox cricket, get a feel of things, and then maybe try to develop after that. But it will be important for these 2 players to bat as long as possible for Clove challengers. We all know that Darren Ned, good attacking player, hits the ball well. Bishop being a very good timer of the ball. Just need to just settle a bit. It's just 2 overs being bowled, it's 13. So probably the next over or so we should try to really get a feel of the pitch.
So here is Jackson in and bowls to Bishop. Bishop is coming for driving sweetly, but knocked down there at extra cover. That was sweetly driven. That's more like Bishop getting to the pitch of the ball and driving it neatly, but they got a single. So 1 more to Bishop, who's now gone on to 4, and the total has moved on to 14 for 1.
Yeah, well played by Bishop, and wasn't a bad delivery, wasn't over pitch, good length delivery that he stroked beautifully to extra cover and picked up 1.
Jackson to Nair, drives the ball up to mid-off. Ball travelled rather quickly in the air, but no harm done. So total remains on 14 for 1. I think they'll just concentrate on restoring things a bit here, as he is once more in, Jackson, and he's there and bowls and looking to whip that, looking to turn that out on the leg side. Short delivery, not very short, and got inside the line and looking maybe to pull that maybe to the left or right of the square leg umpire. That's Ned, didn't make contact. The ball cannoned into the pad, and the Bishop now goes down and has a little conversation with him, maybe saying to him, try not just for power hitting, but look for the 1s and 2s and try to time the ball. Might be the advice given to him there. Jackson 1 for 5 turns from the top of his mark and begins to move in to bowl to Ned, who is driving at that one loosely outside the off stump. Wide signal by the umpire, and so 1 more to the total. It's now gone to 15 for 1 over number 3.
Yeah, and Ned just, as he replayed, just do the right thing there with that foot coming across. He probably would have been able to get bat onto it. Just really threw the bat up at it, and that ball wide up the off stump, moving further away. No connection.
Yeah, I didn't really get across. Jackson again is in to bowl to Ned. He is just about past the umpire and bowls to Ned. Ned is off the back foot and cuts that ball, hits that nicely down to the boundary for 4. It was short, it sat up, and he eased onto the back foot and just cut that ball behind square, or in front of square rather, and it went down to the cover square boundary. 4 runs to him. He hit that very well. Well, maybe just taking up from where he left off yesterday. He's gone to 12 with 21 for 1.
Well, a superb shot. It actually went for 6, but it flew so fast off the bat that the timing was so much great timing. It really flew off the bat and went over the ropes at backward point for 6. But really a really good shot. You know, he picked it up and really smashed it over backward point.
Oh, that was really a superb shot. Thought it did in fact bounce in front, but no, it went all the way. Jackson in now to bowl to Ned. He started and stopped. Will go all the way back, wheels once more from the top of his mark and begins to move in to bowl to Ned. And Ned is looking to hit that down the ground. Just leading with the front arm and didn't make contact. Wavell Benjamin collects behind the stumps. 21 for 1 over number 3.
Yeah, Jackson came back strongly there. A good delivery again. Ned looking for the big drive but not making contact. But he has been striking the ball really well. But Jackson in his second over so far has picked up 1 for 12. Has been bowling some really good deliveries.
Well, could he end well in now and bowls to Ned? Ned is getting a short delivery that he was looking to maybe like a tennis shot sort of effort he made, and that was bouncing high outside the off stump. Didn't make any contact. The over comes to an end. Pacey delivery that was for the end of the over. Ned is 12 of 10. Bishop is 4 of 5. 21 for 1. 21 for 1. And the power, just one more over remaining in the power play. 3 overs gone. They're scoring at exactly 7 runs per over.
Yeah, run rate just about 3. 21 for 1. As we see, Ned really striking that ball. We played a beautiful shot over backward point for 6. Really is timing the ball really well. And it really will be important for Clove challengers. These two players bat for as long as possible. If they're going to make that sort of score, that really going to challenge Nutmeg Warriors.
Right, so Darryl Cyrus has brought himself into the attack, beg your pardons. Of course, in place the standing captain there for Andre Fletcher, who would not take further part in the tournament. And he's going to move in now to bowl to Teddy Bishop, who is 4. Here he is from the far end, in now. And bowls to Bishop. Bishop is off the back foot and plays the ball out to cover. Gets a single. So Nalambris coming in there from that cover area. Extra cover more so. Couldn't prevent the batsman from crossing for the single. He's now moved on. Bishop to 5. Total has gone to 22 for 1 as Cyrus is in and bowls, and delivery that might have been the googly coming into the right-handed Ned, who didn't negotiate it all that well. Ball went out on the onside after cannoning into the pads. Here he is once more. Is Cyrus in and bowls, and Ned is looking to pull that into mid-wicket. Doesn't make contact. Well, didn't. Maybe trying to hit it too hard, Rifel.
Yeah, just need to be careful there, looking to pull again across the delivery.
22 for 1. Here is Cyrus in, bowls, wraps him on the pad, ball goes out on the offside. Kotoy comes in very quickly from the conventional backward point position that he loves so very much. Sends the ball back to Cyrus. Good over so far as he moves in again to bowl to he pulls that well. That's gone over the boundary line. That was a short delivery, and Ned sat back waiting for it, and he lifted it cleanly over the mid-wicket area, cleared the boundary by a long way, a really long way. That was a massive blow. 6 runs there to Ned, who's gone very quickly to 18, and the total has pushed on to 28 for 1.
Well, this is massive. He really picked it up, and we've seen him attempting that shot and previous deliveries. But this was short enough, and he really got himself into really good position, picked it up, and lifted it, I think, almost to the second stand of that pavilion there. And the ball is still not back yet, but really was a huge hit.
Yeah, it was. So it will take quite a bit of quite a bit of looking to get. I think there are a couple of guys down there, maybe from the ground staff, who are helping to search for that ball, lost among the seats, I would say, up there in the first tier, but it did go a few rows back.
Yeah, the top treader really have been a big hit by Darren Ned. He really strikes that ball really well.
Well, they finally found the ball, and maybe the umpire should look at it closely and see whether the blow didn't turn it out of shape. Well, he's just looked at it and seemed to be satisfied. 28 for 1.
Yeah, Ned on 18 and hit 2 massive blows, clearing the boundary with ease.
As Cyrus will get ready to bowl to Ned. Ned is 18. He had a full superb knock of 70 odd yesterday. Moves in once more is Ned. In and bowls. That's Cyrus to Ned, who comes onto the back foot and cuts the ball down to the backward point area. The over comes to an end, so the field is going to be relaxed a bit. 4 overs gone, power play gone, 28 for 1, 28 for 1. I think they may have preferred to be like about 36 for 1.
Yeah, probably 40. Yeah,
yes.
But not a bad over by Cyrus, with the exception of that short ball that was hit over mid-wicket for 6. But he just short of a length, but he had been bowling very straight, not giving the batsman much room. And he started bowl his first over for 7. So he will be satisfied, just only 7 coming off his first over.
Yeah, Sheldon Joseph. He's going to replace Aston Jackson from the Northern Adabo end. And he's going to be bowling to Teddy Bishop, who has been rather quiet so far. Yes, it's early days, but he's opened the innings. 4 overs have already gone, and he's just 5. Here is Joseph in, bowls to Bishop. Bishop has a big swish at that one outside the off stump and looking to pull that maybe through the onside. He might have been advised to push the left bat down and across and get over the top of the bunks and cut it behind square. That might be the more productive shot. Here he is once more. Joseph in and bowls to Bishop. Bishop is hitting a no ball down to the long off area and would get a single. So no ball, guilty there of overstepping. So it's going to be a free hit. Free hit. I'm sure that Bishop may have liked it. Especially hasn't been timing it very well. Maybe have liked to say, well, okay, let me get an opportunity to get a free hit. But it is Ned that will have to take strike. Joseph in, bowls to Ned. Ned hits that. In the air, that's a fine shot. No, that's a magnificent shot. Over the long off area. 6 runs. It went all the way. Short, rocked onto the back foot. And he hit it over the bowler's head. And that went for 6 quite easily. That was a handsome shot. He is now pushed on to 24, 36 for 1.
A lovely shot by Ned. It was wide off the off stump, and you could see him keeping the shape, hitting straight, and it really flew over that long off boundary with such ease.
Joseph is in and bowls, and Ned is coming forward and drives the ball down to long on, where Ashton comes off the boundary, sends the return. They get 1. So 1 more to Ned's total, who's gone to 25, and the total moves by 1 to 37 for 1, brings Teddy Bishop into strike. He's on 6. As Joseph started and stopped, I don't think that Bishop was quite ready. There's a shot third man, backward point, cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket. As he moves in, Joseph is in now and bowls to Bishop. Bishop is driving that down to the mid-off area. The catch has been taken. Has it dropped before? No ball signal by the umpire. So another free hit. Now this is not good at all by Sheldon Joseph. Not good. Guilty of overstepping. And he's gonna get a free hit. Whoa. Ned comes back into strike. The batsman did cross.
Yeah, Bishop would be disappointed he didn't do. This was in the slot, and really he would be disappointed he didn't able to hit it over long off.
He's there, boasting net down the leg side, bad delivery, wide, wayward delivery, and that's gonna go on. That's gonna go for four wide. And he's a tall man, is Benjamin, behind the stumps, and really hurled himself spectacularly to his left to see if he could stop that. And even him, who is tall and got a good wingspan, wasn't able to cut that off. It went screaming down to the boundary for 4. The total has gone very quickly now to 44. And that's wide. Whoa, not good.
Yeah,
And
bad delivery.
he's got to bowl this one over. Here he is once more in. Joseph Bowles advances down the track and lives that nicely over the extra cover area. That's gone for 6. Oh, that was a beautiful shot. He advanced down the track and he opened the face of the bat. Oh, good movement. He did put on his dancing shoes and hit that nicely over extra cover. Went all the way for 6. Net has gone to 31. The 50 has been posted, and they've now begun to really motor on. Here he is once more. Is Joseph in, bowls to Ned. Ned is hitting that in the air. That's going to go for another 6. That's a big one. Came very close to where we're doing commentary, and that's a good 100 yards away. And he lifted it up in a rather majestic manner. 6 more. He has hit that for. He's gone to 36, 37, 56 for 1.
Yeah, tremendous batting. Really constructive hitting by Ned. And you can see he kept his shape and hit straight. So there was no danger. And it really sailed over that long up position. And again, another beautiful shot by Ned.
Oh, yeah, I loved it. Here is Simon in once more. Bowls to Ned. Ned is looking to clip that down the leg side. Benjamin moving across to his left. Took well, but another extra there, another wide. This is turning out to be a very expensive over. 29 runs have already come off the over, and he's not completed as yet. He's still got 1 more to go. And with him having sprayed it all over the place and being advantaged also by Ned, then where would he put this one? In now. Both the Ned advances down the track and hits that down to the sweeper position, would get a comfortable single. So a very expensive over indeed. One that yielded some 30 runs of that single over by Sheldon Joseph. He would want to hide himself somewhere on the field, but of course he can't. 58 for 1, and that indeed was a big over for Clove Challengers.
Yeah, certainly over that will really turn the momentum. 13 that particular over of the 5 overs, 58 for 1.
Yeah. Oh, lovely hills. I call it the John Eugene Hill. I've been challenging him to go up there, Raphael, and he promised that he's going to go up there and have a panoramic view of not just the National Stadium, but of course you can see down to the southern part of the country. We've got such beautiful vantage points here in Grenada, and those of you who are out there, wherever you are in the diaspora, or maybe just a listener who will not yet come to Grenada. This is the Isle of Spice. They call it pure Grenada. It's such a lovely, lovely country. And I'm not saying that because I'm a mere national. No, I'm saying that because I've done quite a lot of travel through my years, and Grenada still remains a gem and one of the prettiest countries in the world.
Yeah, you're so right. So comfortable to be in this place. You can move around at any time, and there's so much to look at as you go around this country.
Yeah, you're right. You know, there are a lot of countries when maybe after midnight or in the wee hours in the morning, not too many people would feel comfortable to walk around. But I can tell listeners and viewers all over the world that when it comes to Grenada, whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the wee hours of the morning, or at midnight or 11, it doesn't really matter. It's always a safe place, and you can feel very safe. Nothing to cower about. So come to sweet Grenada, lovely place in the West Indies. 5 overs gone, the halfway mark. The Clove Challengers winning the toss and batting their 58 for 1.
Yeah, they will feel much happier at 58 for 1 after 5 overs. Didn't get off to the kind of start they wanted, but again, we see in the inning of Darren Ned, who really continues to to amaze us by some of the shots that have been playing. Bishop is struggling, just 7 from 9 deliveries, but Ned 38 from 20 deliveries. Has really played some top class shots.
Well, the ground staff was just called in to do a little bit of remark and painting of the creases, as requested by the umpire. We've got a kite very near to our commentary booth, just flying very lovely there. As we're back out there in the middle, Darren Ned is 38. He'll be taking strike. As Cyrus into his second over, will move in now to bowl to Ned, who is off the back foot and cuts the ball. Kotoy is there, just behind square on the offside, but you can't pass Kotoy there. He's such an outstanding fielder. Total remains on 58 for 1. Cyrus is in and bowls to Ned. Ned is looking to lift that over the long on area. The ball may have taken him somewhere in the pad, dribbled out on the offside, and Benjamin from behind the stumps came around very quickly. So dot ball. Cyrus, very good bowler, loves his cricket, very thoughtful cricketer too. Moves in to bowl to Ned, and Ned to this delivery 38. He is there now, and Ned is turning it up on the onside and gets a single. Teddy Bishop, not scampering, rather casual, and I think somebody just needs to maybe talk to Teddy and just tell him, hey, you just need to be a little bit faster between the wickets. Just one of the flaws that I see in this game. 39 is Ned. Bishop is 7. Here is Cyrus in now and bowls. Bishop is coming forward and lifting that down to the long on area. That's going to go for 4. 6, in fact, is gone over the boundary line. He hit that very straight indeed. And the long on fielder in Regis was coming across to his left, but he didn't have a chance at all to do anything about that. It went over the boundary line, maybe about 6 feet over the boundary line. So that's 6 there to Bishop, has gone to 13. Here is Cyrus in, bowls to Bishop. Bishop gets a delivery right up in the block hole, Yorker-like. Had to come down rather heavily on it. Let's see if the umpire is going to signal. Doesn't make any signal, so he got a nick onto that, maybe a bit of an inside edge, and went behind him on the onside. So Bishop has now gone to 14, 66 for 1, as Cyrus is in now to bowl to Ned this time. That went between bat and pad. I think he got an inside edge, pull back just inside. They will come back for what would be the second run, as in fact the fielder in Haston Jackson having to run back. There's a little inquiry by the keeper in regards to the bail that was dislodged. So
good, yeah, good delivery by Cyrus. Despite being hit straight by Bishop for 6, I think he bowled a good over. And this last delivery just beating Ned, as you was looking at play back. Probably played some way down to long on, and maybe no contact. They pick up a couple of runs in the process. And 68 for 1 after 6 overs. Run rate over 10 runs. Will be happy. Still here with El Benjamin, the keeper.
Well, he's arguing that the ball took the off stump, the off bails, and went down to fine leg. Jackson fielded, and he is still, in fact, arguing that the ball. But the two umpires did meet and discuss. Kotoy don't seem to be interested at all. I guess he wants to bowl.
Well, I don't think none of the other players is too interested in that. I think one has to all respect umpire's decision, and
But he's closer, of course, behind the stumps. Well, Kotoy will move in to bowl to Bishop. Bishop is 14. Here he is in over number 7 and bowls to Bishop. Bishop is bowled, neck and crop. Look ugly in the process. And, well, it'll be interesting to hear what Benjamin would say, because the delivery before that went down to fine leg, he kept arguing that the bails was dislodged. And now that one just went on with the arm. Bishop really lost the shape, looking to pull that over mid-wicket. So he is gone. Ball by Qatar. He's gone for 14. Is 68 for 2, 68 for 2 over number 7.
Yeah, poor shot by Bishop. I didn't think he gave himself a chance to look at Courtois' first delivery, and he swung right across it and missed and just went into the middle stump. One would have thought the over before when he hit Cyrus Street for 60 we should have given him some confidence and just remind him in terms of playing street. But we have seen the opposite to the first delivery from Courtois, and just crashing these stumps.
Ronald Etienne, the skipper for Clove Challengers, has made his way out to the middle. He's just asked for a middle and leg stump, and he was right on spot. The umpire said that's middle and leg. Qatar is going to move in, had success with his first delivery, and he moves in to bowl to Etienne. He's there now, and bowls, and Etienne comes forward, turns it neatly, just down to a fine leg position, gets his first run, gone to 1, and the total has moved on to 69 for 2 in over number 7. Qatar with a third man, backward point, cover. There is a sweeper, long off, long on. I think it's time that Benjamin should be over with. It's gone. But he keeps talking. Here is Qatar in once more. And bowls to net. Gets a short delivery that he rocks onto the back foot and lives that over the deep mid-wicket boundary. That's gone for 6. It was short and it was pullable. Went deep into the crease. And he pulled that over mid-wicket. And how quickly got onto the back foot. That was lovely. And lifted it over the mid-wicket area for 6. He's gone to 47, 75 for 2.
Another huge hit by Ned, as you said, quickly into position. That was so important, and picked it up and hit it over mid-wicket. Went a long way into the stands.
Qatar to bowl once more to Ned, and Ned is lifting that over the extra cover area. That's gone for 4. It was airborne for a while, and then once it dropped, it scurried across the turf. 4 runs. That was a lovely shot. Went in contrasting location. The first one was hit through the leg side. The other one was through the offside. 50 has come up for him. 51. What a wonderful batting display this has been by Ned, and he's gotten there in only 26 deliveries.
Yeah, superb shot. He picked the gap and that cover on the boundary and that long off, and he really split both fielders and went across the rope. Really has been a good shot. And what we have seen there, he was able to put the foot across and so placed it and picked up that another important boundary.
Qatar to Ned, who is off the back foot and cuts the ball down to squarish cover, gets a single, 1 more to his total. He's now gone on to 52, and Clove Challengers, they've pushed on rather quickly now to 80 for 2. We're in over number 7. This is the final delivery coming up. As Qatar, the fine leg would now be posted, moves in to bowl to Etienne. He's there now and bowls, and Etienne is hitting that in the air. Doesn't cue it very well, but will get a single. Looking to force the ball up to long off. 1 to Etienne, who's now gone on to 2. He'll be taking strike. And at the end of 7 overs, Clove Challengers, they're going at 11.58. They're 81 for 2.
Yeah, really a good start by Clove Challengers. 13 runs coming off first over from Qatar. Picking up the wicket of Bishop. But 13 runs in over. It's a good over for Clove Challengers. 81 for 2. We still have 3 overs to go. Ned 52 from 27 deliveries, and the captain Ronald Etienne 2 from 2 deliveries.
Yes. So Lamberts is going to bowl from the far end. Wonder when last Sunil may have bowled.
Yeah.
Anyway. He is very meticulous about his field. He's asking the third man to go straighter. So there is a very strong offside field. Here he is now, balls to Etienne. Etienne is hitting that over mid wicket. That's gone for 6. That was a poor delivery. And he went down on one knee and lifted it over mid wicket. 6 runs there to Ronald Etienne. He's gone to 8. And the total has galloped now to 87. 87 for 2. I love how he played that. Went down on one leg and he lifted it nicely over mid wicket. And that went for a huge blow. Maybe about 4 rows back. That's how big it was.
Yeah, lovely shot, you know, hit into the stand. Over pitch delivery by Ambrose. And Etienne really went down and lifted it over long on.
Ambrose to Etienne, who is wrapped in the pad. There is an appeal for leg before, not given out by the umpire. Ball might have been pitched outside the leg stump. The umpire signals now that it's been a leg by because the batsman did cross for the single. 88 for 2 brings Ned, who is 52, into strike. Here is Ambrose. Once more, moves in to bowl to Ned. Ned is hitting that in the air, down to the deep backward square area. The ball drops just in front of the keeper. I just wondered whether he could not have made a better effort of that. Did he lose that? It stayed long enough. Should have made me come around and make a better effort of that to take the catch, but the batsman in the end got 1. It's gone to 53, 89 for 2.
Well, he never looked as though he was looking to take a catch. Or one got the impression he would have cleared the fence first up. Now they are making a change with that feeler.
Jackson is going down to the backward square area. So Ambrose will come in now to bowl to Etienne. Here he is now and bowls, and Etienne is wrapped in the pad. There is an appeal for leg before, not given out, said the umpire, by the umpire. Ambrose wheeling around very quickly and screaming to the umpire, who now stands on one leg, taps the thigh to confirm that it's a leg by. 1 more to the total has gone to 90 for 2. And Ned, who is 53, now comes into strike. We're in over number 8, bowled by Ambrose, who is in now, bowls to Ned, and Ned is hitting that down to the mid-wicket area. Will get a comfortable single. 1 more to his total, which is pushed to 54, and the overall total has gone Clove Challengers to 91 for 2, brings Etienne back into strike. Etienne with a slip and a backward point. There is a squarish cover in bowls, looking to swing that down to backward square and succeeds. Yeah, in fact, succeeds in getting it over the boundary line, and that's gone for 4. That was slanting down the leg side. It was poorly, ill-directed delivery, and he just got inside and helped it. That's right, helped it on its way. There was a fine leg fielder, but inside the circle, and that went down to the boundary for 4. So Etienne has gone to 12, and as the over comes to an end, 2 more overs to go. It's 95 for 2.
Yeah, and Ambrose in his first over went for 12 runs, but I think the plan was that he's going to bowl into the legs of both right-handed batsmen. So you could see him pushing the ball just between middle and leg stump, but trying to keep it right up. This one was a bit outside the leg stump, and Etienne helped it just to the left of the backward square and went over the boundary for 4.
Qatar 1 for 13 prepares to bowl to Ned, who has been outstanding yesterday and today. He is 54, as here is Qatar in now and bowls to Ned. Ned is coming forward and lifting that down to the mid-wicket area. They've called for 2. Well, nicely stopped down there on the wideish long on boundary. They will come back for the second run, and they get 2. 2 more to Ned, who's now gone on to 56. And the total inches to that 100 mark, 97 for 2, as he continues to motor on. That's Ned. It's going to be Qatar once more. Right arm leg spin. He is over the wicket and bowls to Ned. Ned is driving that delivery down to long off. Spectacular diving effort on the part of Kotoy, trying to turn that into a catch, but it went back past him very fast indeed. And the batsman crossed for one. 57 now to Ned. T10 comes in to strike. T10, a big man, burly, strong, muscular, can really give the ball a clout. He is in once more. There is Kotoy in, and he bowls to T10. They've got to hurry, and they get there. That was outside the off stump, and he opened the face of the bat, got it down to backward point as Regis came in there, hurled the return to the keeper, but I think Ned was just too fast for him. So one more to T10, he's gone to 13. It's now 99 for 2, so just a single to bring up the 100 mark. Kotoy is in to bowl to Ned, who is getting a full toss that he lives over the mid-wicket area. That's gone over the forward square area. He lived that so nonchalantly. That's 6 runs. Well, it was a full toss. It was a bad delivery, but he took the opportunity, capitalized on it, and lifted it in front of square. It's gone for 6, and it was a no ball. No ball too? Oh,
yeah,
right.
signal on no ball. Yeah, I was wondering because it was pretty high, but again, Ned got into good position and really lifted it over that mid wicket. And
did he call a no ball for height?
Height.
Oh, okay. Interesting that. I would have loved to see
Yeah,
that again.
I think it was just above the waist.
It was just
looking
above.
at the replay, it just
Okay.
was above the waist. I think it was a good decision.
Right. So free hit coming up. Kotoy moves in. And he is going to get ready to bowl to Ned. Ned is 63. You know, there are all sorts of comments about that. We're going to come to that at the end of the over, I would think, or maybe before that. Kotoy is in and bowls, short delivery. He's off the back foot and lifts that over long on. That's a fine shot. That's a huge hit. That's big. It's even bigger than the one that was struck previously. And that's gone for 6. But look how easily he hit it. Look at that. No big wallop. He just got to the pitch of it. And from the moment he hit it, you knew, and he also knew that it was going to go for 6. That's a great shot. He's gone to 69. It's 112 for 2. Wow. This guy can bat. Here he is once was Kotoy in, bowls to Ned. Ned is off the back foot and he lifted that over mid-wicket. That's 6 more. That's 6 more. That's good, clean hitting. Oh my golly. What a shot that was. It was flatter, yes, but it cleared the boundary and cleared it by about 15 yards. So there was no question about that. Any ground in the world that would have gone for 6. That was a lovely shot by Ned, who was motored on. Well, you know, he's gone to 75 now, and the total has gone to 118 for 2.
Yeah, and good positive hitting by Ned. Good cricket shot.
Kotoy in once more to bowl to Ned. And Ned is coming forward and driving the ball up to long on. Will get a comfortable single as the fielder comes off the boundary. And that's Donald McDonald. And will send the ball back to the bowler. Well, that completes the over rather. 119 for 2, 119 for 2. And 9 overs gone. 9 overs gone. And the Ronald H.N. is 13. The run rate is 13.22. 13.22. H.N. is 13 of 7. Ned is 76 of 35. 119 for 2. And just 1 over remaining.
Yeah, another big over for Clove challengers. Ned continued to motor on. This pair has just put up 51 in very quick time. Again 76, and Kotoy finishing there with 1 for 37.
Wow, expensive. So Alex Moses moves in with the final over, bowls to Ned, who hits that over the deep backward square area. That's gone for 6. Oh, what can the matter be there for the Nutmeg Warriors? everybody has coming for severe punishment. That's the best way I can put it. It was slanting down the leg side. No, that was a good shot. That was a lovely shot. Oh, and it went for 6. He's now moved to 82. What a fine hit.
Yeah, good shot. Shortish delivery, and he picked it up, and it seemed as the ball went outside. Hit it so well. The third umpire is out with the replacement ball. But there has been a majestic inning. Really, really good hitting.
Raphael, how many times have you seen that balls hit out of the Queen's Park? Not very many. And the way he picked that ball up and lifted it over the deep backward square, and that is what made it so potent and so admirable. Over the backward square, we're not talking mid-wicket, and it went over the railing on the concrete stand for 6. That is huge.
Yeah, he just seemed to be getting into the positions really quickly, picking up the short balls very, 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 very fast. And just helped it, just lifted it. And it flew over that backward square position. Really is some striking, really hitting the ball from the middle of the bat.
Ooh. Gosh, I mean, it's an absolutely stunning display of batting here. I love this. I really love this. 125 for 2. 5 legal deliveries to go. Kotoy had 1 for 37 of 2. Moses is from the far end in nice sunshine, cool conditions. In now and bowls to Ned. Ned is lifting that in the air. Somebody's going under it. The catch is going to be taken. Yes. And finally, he has gone, but not before he has Clove. He has played a well-played 82. What a gorgeous inning this has been. Well orchestrated, belligerent, attacking, attractive, and gorgeous to look at. And he pulls his helmet off as if satisfied with his performance. He walks back in, and what a great innings has come to an end. So Darren Ned, caught down there by Darrell Cyrus on the boundary of the bowling of Alex Moses. He is gone for 82, and Clove challenges a big total here, 125 for 3.
Yeah, it has been a majestic inning. Certainly the last over, so you want to try to get as much as possible, but this could very well be the inning of the tournament. 82 really
It was.
Splendid batting by Darren Ned.
It was. It really was. Imran Joseph has come out there to join Ned. Here he is outside the off stump. Big switch as that one. T10 doesn't make contact. If he had made contact, that might have gone very fast back past the bowler. I think he played over the top of the ball. What a stunning innings this been. Superb. Hit the ball to all parts of the ground. No slogging involved. Just good, genuine stroke play. 125 for 3 as he moves in once more. Moses and bowls, and he tucks the ball up on the onside. That's HN got the bottom edge of it, and they move for 1. So 126 for 3 brings the new batsman into strike, Imran Joseph. 2 legal deliveries remaining in the innings.
Did I say 120, 130?
We didn't say anything this time. We really didn't. I'm glad I didn't make the challenge. I'm glad. We all may have been wrong. Here is Moses in now, and bowls. Imran Joseph has a big swish at that one. Outside the off stump, doesn't make contact, and Benjamin collects behind the stumps. 126 for 3. So this is expected to be the final delivery coming up. As he goes back rather workmanlike, there is Moses. 1 for 15 of his almost 2 runs per over. Of his almost 2 over, sorry. In now and bowls, and is Joseph hitting that down to deep extra cover. They will come back for the second run. The return comes into the keeper's end, and they get 2. So 2 runs there to Imran Joseph. Or was it Etienne? It was Joseph, wasn't it? Joseph. So that completes the over. That completes the innings. 128 for 3. Imran Joseph is 2 not out, and Ronald H. 14. The run rate being 12.80, and a marvelous innings. Of course, the last wicket to fall, the Darren Ned, who was caught Darrell Cyrus of the bowling of Moses. He went for 82, and it had to be, in my estimation, the knock of the tournament.
Yeah, most definitely has been the best inning of the tournament. Ned is a sort of player that I was hoping would come good early in the tournament, but these two last innings, you really seem to have come into his own. And he's hitting the ball, timing the ball so well. I think getting into position very, very quickly. And strong guy, hits the ball very far. And really, it's an inning that he really should be proud about. He has really pulled Clove challengers, put them in a position where they can really attack the Nutmeg Warriors. 128 for 3 in 10 overs. I think is really a competitive score.
Yes, 12.80 runs per over. And let's just give you the scorecard. Not a whole lot there to read in the scorecard, I can tell you. But Ricky Alexander was bowled by Aston Jackson for 1. Teddy Bishop was bowled by Kotoy, went for 14. Lost his shape. Darren Ned caught Cyrus. Bowled Alex Moses, 82. 37 balls, 2 fours, 10 sixes. Just to repeat that, 37 balls, 2 fours, 10 sixes. What an innings. Ronald H. not out 14, and Imran Joseph not out 2. So we're going to go down. Cherise, you've got the man of the moment with you?
A bit more about your time spent on the pitch today.
It was kind of difficult at the start. Vicky was playing up and down. Some of them was saying very low, but at the same time, I just had to adjust myself to play to the conditions.
Okay, and you guys won the toss and elected to bat first. What sort of score were you guys hoping to post today?
Yeah, we were looking for at least 140, 150, but I didn't get 120 9, so it's a good total to defend.
Okay, and what can we expect in your quest to defend?
Just guys have to go out there and keep the energy high. We may say catches win matches, so try to take all catches and try to bowl to the plan.
Okay, thank you very much, and all the best in your chase.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, Clove challengers, they obviously have put up a good score. And let's go back. Sherry's got another player.
Okay, I have with me here Alex Moses of the Nutmeg Warriors. Alex, we just saw a very powerful innings played with a flurry of boundaries. Tell us a little bit about your bowling experience in this match.
Well, most thing first, thank you Malti for having us here for yet another day. And bowling was, once you stick to your plan, you're going to execute, and I did that, and I came out victorious with a wicket.
Okay, and you guys have just about 129, 130 runs to make to win today. Do you guys think you'll be able to cross the line?
Yeah, once you bat through the 10 overs, we can, the batsman get set in the first 4 overs, 5 overs, then we should get there.
Okay, thank you very much, and all the best.
Thank you.
So Alex Moses there, 1 for 17 in his 2 overs. 10 overs bowled, 128 for 3. And of course, again, the top scorer, brilliant, belligerent innings of 82, scored by Darren Ned before he was cut down there at long off by Darrell Cyrus of Alex Moses. Well, Aston Jackson, 2 overs, no means, picked up 1 for 12. Alex Moses, 2 overs, no means, 1 for 17. Darrell Cyrus didn't pick up a wicket. He went for 17 of 2. Sheldon Joseph was extraordinarily expensive, just a 1 over, and went for 30. Kieran Kotoy also expensive, 2 overs, no means, 1 for 37. And Sunil Ambris just a 1 over for 12 runs. 128 for 3, 128 for 3. Nutmeg Warriors will have quite a task, and they will have to draw on the warrior spirit to overhaul a big total of 128.
Yes, they would expect the top players really to come good, chasing that 128. Sunil Ambris is in, so you'd expect that he would be one of the players they would be looking to if they're going to get close to that total. But runs on the board is runs on the board, and really it's a competitive total.
All right, so that's the situation here. We will be back in a few minutes so that we can have Nutmeg Warriors who are going to try to chase down Clove Challengers, total of 128 for 3. We'll be right back.
The final weekend in the Dream 11 Spicer T10 2.0 cricket tournament fast approaches. And Grenada, it's time to fill the stands. This Saturday 16th and Sunday 17th April, it's the T10 playoffs. The top 4 teams will look to book their place in the grand final on Monday 18th April. Game times 11:45 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. Saturday and Sunday matches $5 EC. The grand final Monday the 18th, $10. Bring the drums, count shell, coolers. It's the biggest stadium line and catch all the action on this station. The Dream 11 Spicer T10 2.0 cricket tournament. Love the game.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Energy. The world runs on it every day.
Good morning. Welcome to Seoul.
Hi.
Hi.
And when we put the best of the Caribbean together with the energy we harness, everything runs so much smoother. Because at the end of the day, it's all about connecting people.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Seoul, wherever your journey begins.
The biggest and safest summer festival in the region, August 8th and 9th. Let's go to Grenada for Spice Mass. Call your booking agents and get your tickets today.
Local talent doing well. Big up all yourselves.
And welcome back to the National Stadium here in St. George's, Grenada for the second half of match number 24 in the second season of the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 tournament. The Clove Challengers, they have racked up a mammoth 128 for 3 of the 10 overs, led by a sensational knock there by Darren Ned. His second score of 70 plus in 2 days. He finished at 82 today. Was really a scintillating knock as he would have hit the ball to all parts of the ground. We are certainly in for a treat. And now it's the turn of the Nutmeg Warriors. They're out looking to chase down that total to continue their good run in the tournament. Remind you, they've played 7, won 6, lost 1. And the new opening pair of Shondell Regis, accompanied by the Windwards Volcanoes captain Sunil Ambris, entering the tournament for the first time as an injury replacement to Andrew Fletcher. And he will be up taking first strike. Yeah, he'll be taking a first strike, the senior man there in that partnership, and be looking to see if he can enforce his authority quite early on this inning and will his team towards that victory target of 129 for 3. Crony, it is a big total, and he will take some good hitting and a couple of special innings to get them close to that 129.
Yeah, I certainly agree with you. It will take some batting, and this pair at the middle now, the opening pair of Regis and Ambris, would want to give Nutmeg Warriors a sort of start that are really going to help them to challenge that score of 128. But as you said, really have been sensational batting by Darren Ned, 82. So it's probably the best inning in the tournament, I think by a long way.
Yeah, certainly. And I think when you look at the stats, Ned would have he has the first and second or the top 2 scores in the tournament. Yesterday there was 76, and today he would have bettered it by 6 to 82, and as a result he's now the leading run scorer in the tournament. 232 runs is Darren Ned. And if you want to get all the details, visit the SpiceIsle10.com. As you see, Imran Joseph into Sunil Ambris, short delivery. Ambris cuts inside of it and pulls it to the onside, where Junior Henry in mid-wicket does a fielding. So Ambris not really connecting really well, but he's able to get a single and get a strike and bring Shondell Regis into strike. Regis has enjoyed another good season in the Spice Isle T10 tournament, and we'll be looking to see if he can continue that good form, especially in the absence of his previous opener, Andrew Fletcher.
Yeah, and Regis have been really standing up for the Nutmeg Warriors. He's batted really well through the tournament, not as prolific as he were in the first edition, but he's one that really stays at the top and sort of guide the team home.
Yeah, Regis has 162 runs in the tournament as he gets a short delivery from Joseph, gets inside of the line looking to pull it, and an attempt for a run out there from Darren Ned, and Ambris was looking for a quick single. Darren Ned missed the stumps, and I tell you, had he hit, Ambris would have been on his way back into the pavilion.
Yeah, good work by Ned, moving quickly, picking up, and just having one stump to aim at and just missing the stump. It was backed up. A good movement by Ned on field.
Yes, as he's in against another short delivery. He's bowled him. Ned Sheldon Imran Joseph looking to make some space, make some room to hit it onto the onside. That ball was on the line of the body, probably got an inside edge. We're gonna wait for the replay as this one from Joseph, just short of a length, kissing the top of the stumps, the bails there. Excellent length and line there from Imran Joseph. And the Nutmeg Warriors, they've lost their first wicket. Shondell Regis goes without scoring, and it is 1 for 1.
Yeah, big wicket, Regis, who normally really stands up at the top. Just probably looking to stay down maybe the third man, but the angle of the bat just seemed to pass between his body and the bat there, and maybe just clip there or bail. But good strike by Joseph, picking up that important wicket of Regis.
Yeah, it was one where Joseph should have been looking to come forward instead of he camped on the back foot looking to guide it there, but instead of the ball moving away from him, just went straight on and hitting the top of middle and he finds himself back in the pavilion without scoring in match number 24, the final group match for the Nutmeg Warriors. Nutmeg Warriors, they've already wrapped up a top 2 finish in the tournament, and they'll be playing tomorrow in the qualifier 1. That will be at 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern Caribbean time, and they will be battling against the Bayleaf Blasters, who is off today, and they will be should be a top matchup between the top 2 teams in the tournament, looking for a spot in the final, the grand final, which will be played on Monday, Easter Monday, right here at the National Stadium at 2:30 in the afternoon, as Joseph once again is into bowl to Kotoy. Shot, lifting delivery down the leg side. Keeper Alexander is not able to get around to stop it. So that's 5 wides to the total, and chasing 129. The Nutmeg Warriors will welcome them however they may come.
The poor delivery ball there by Joseph. What was he trying? Drop very, very short, way down the leg side. The keeper had no chance as this ball went over his head and went down to the boundary.
Yeah, Joseph again looking to test out the middle of the pitch, but at that time the length and the line was way off to the left-handed Kotoy, and he just watched that one fly over his shoulder into the boundary for 5 extras. And Joseph in again to bowl to, and a no ball this time. Drives well, off through backward point for 4. So it's a no ball hit for 4, and to compound it, there'll be a free hit to come. So it started off well, the over for Joseph, but it's really falling away now. 11 for 1 after 3 legal deliveries, and up next is going to be a free hit.
Yeah, no, very good shot by Kotoy, and this is something we haven't been seeing much, where the batsman is you're leading with the front foot, and he came across and just lifted it over a square cover position, and it raced to the boundary. But really have been good batting, you know. I think he was in good position with his right foot just coming across and stroking it over a backward point.
Yeah, change of angle now from Joseph, looking to come around the wicket, reminding you with the free hit there cannot be any changes to the field. So the 2 men out is third man and deep backward square. And Joseph into Kotoy. Shot delivery, rising delivery outside the off stump. Kotoy looking for the pool, is not able to make connect to that one. Goes behind, taken by wicketkeeper Alexander. So Joseph bowls a dot delivery there after free hit. The Warriors 11 for 1. They're after 129 for victory. And it is the 2 Vincentian pros there in the middle, looking to see if they can wheel their team, the Nutmeg Warriors, across the line.
Yeah, Kotoy would be a little disappointed there, because bat onto this one, probably would have just flew over cover or backward point.
Here he goes again, Joseph in once more to Kotoy. Good delivery, which Kotoy comes forward, plays it with soft hands. They feel that extra cover. Junior Henry comes in, doesn't collect cleanly, and the batsmen they are able to cross over for 1. So good run in there between the PA Ambrose and Kotoy. As I mentioned earlier on, there are 2 Vincentians and 2 first-class cricketers. Kotoy would have Ambrose would have gone on to play for the West Indies in the white ball format of the games. So very experienced batters at the crease, and they'll be looking to see how they can keep the scoreboard ticking over, because with this score requiring 129 for victory, it will take a lot of boundaries, but it also call for good and effective running.
Yes, and run rate required run rate 12.76, and this pair would really want to cement their position.
A short delivery, rising delivery, got some bat onto that one, flies over the keeper's head for 4. So another short delivery there, edged, flies over keeper's head for 4, and it's the end of the first over. One which picked up the wicket of Shondell Regis, but a thick top edge there from Sunil Ambrose was good enough to get him 4 runs, and the Nutmeg Warriors, they're 16 for 1 after 1.
Yeah, good first over. I don't think Joseph will be happy with that over that he bowled. Picked up the early wicket of Regis, but continued to bowl short in that over. And there were wides, there were no ball. I really would be disappointed with his first over going for 16 runs.
Yes, and good start there. He's sort of probably just gotten a little darker. I would say it's not any threat of rain, but there is a thick covering of clouds all around the ground. And previous days we would have seen the majestic blue of the sky, but now it is just sort of grayish looking clouds. We shouldn't have any interruptions, I say, in the within probably for the remainder of the match. But it's really sort of cooled down the temperature a bit, and then there is a nice breeze. When we're out there in the middle, you can feel that breeze, blowing from the left to the right, from left to right, and really makes excellent conditions to be out there in the middle. And we can see the kites. It's Good Friday, the Easter period here in the Caribbean, and once you look up around this time of the year, the sky should be littered with kites of all size and dimension. And I can tell you, all around the country over this weekend is going to be kite flying season, kite flying festivals. We just want to encourage everyone to play it safe. Whatever you do, whether you go on the beach or you want to come down here to the National Stadium, you're invited to do also. But just keep it safe and keep it clean, and hope that everyone has a safe and enjoyable Easter period, as it's going to be the captain Ronald Etienne in from the southern end of the ground to bowl to Cotoy. Cotoy opens the face of the bat, plays it behind square on the onside, and the batsmen, they go through for a single. Quite noted though, Ambrose is one who likes to get the singles, keeps the ball ticking over, and really, with a left and a right-handed combination, it's not always easy for the bowlers to adjust their lines, and you try to make it as difficult as possible for the bowlers. As we see, we're in the power play. The two fielders out for Ambrose is long on and mid wicket, with a ring of fielders, of 4 fielders, of 5 fielders on the offside in. Cover, extra cover, mid off, backward point, and short third man. Etienne to bowl to Ambrose. Ambrose clips that off his legs down to the short fine leg position, where the fielding is done by Francis. The batsman again the crossover for a single.
Yeah, good bowling by Etienne. Just bringing the ball right up on the legs, and this one to just turn on the onside, and the batsmen seem to be running really well between the wicket, looking for the single to pick up a single.
Yes, as Etienne in to bowl to Cotoy. Cotoy opens, gets an edge. Probably was looking to go more, hit it a bit straighter, but came off the edge down to short third man, whereas Francis once again does the fielding.
Yeah, not given much room. Etienne does not give Cotoy much room, and bowling straight, which is so important that if you misses, I hit, and he really didn't get hold of this one and just went to the short third man.
Yes, as it's going to be Etienne once again around the wicket to Cotoy. Cotoy pulls over the leg side. Fine shot there from Kieran Cotoy. Couple of bounces into the boundary. It goes shorter in length. He snatched onto it quite quickly and picked up 4 runs.
Yeah, good shot by Cotoy. It was not really a bad delivery, but he got into some good position and picking up from just outside the off stump, as you say, a little bit shorter, but hit it well, and the mid-wicket fielder really had no chance.
And Darren there in deep backward square, as you can hear a kite above coming through the stumps mics. Has the attention of the players. The keeper Alexander is looking up to see how close it is to the players in the middle. And Etienne gets set again to bowl now the 5th delivery of his over, and to this one Cotoy pushes, goes behind square on the offside, where the fielding is again done by Francis in the short third man position. So another single for Cotoy. He moves into double figures. He's on 11. Ambrose is on 6. Just faced 3 deliveries. Etienne conceding 7 runs off his first over. He'll be looking to see if he can finish off strong here. Maybe a wicket or so will do his team causes quite good. Ambrose gives himself some room. Ambrose gives himself some room and swings over square. 4 runs. The fielder there in shot, that is Kelton Kadu. For a moment he thought he was able to get a hand onto it there, but Ambrose making some room, hit that one over square on the onside, and 4 runs to Ambrose.
Yeah, good shot by Ambris, giving himself some room. ATN is following him, and he was just able to clear the backward square leg, but he really hit it firmly, and it really rushed down to the boundary. Good shot by Ambris.
Excellent stuff there from the opener for the Nutmeg Warriors. As we see, it's going to be a change in the keeper. I think that's Junior Henry now who is taking over the gloves and the pads. And not too sure if an injury would have been picked up there by Ricky Alexander. As we see, he's signaling a bit to the dressing room for some attention. Wants the attention of one fielder off the field, and it's going to be Junior Henry, the wicketkeeper batsman from St. Lucia, who is going to continue as a take up the wicket keeping duties.
Right, it would be very important for Nutmeg Warriors that this pair bat as long as possible. They would really have to depend heavily on this pair. Ambris, as was said before, West Indies white ball player. Kotoy, we know what he brings in terms of his batting, attacking batsman, and we have seen it already with the few shots that he have played. So both these players, experience, and I expect it really to lead the batting for Nutmeg Warriors if they're going to get to that 129 that needed for victory.
Yes, that's going to be a change in bowling. It's going to be Jeron J. Noel coming in from the northern end of the ground. The off-spin bowler is going to be bowling up to Kotoy. He's elected to come across around the wicket, looking to cut down the angle of the left-handed Kotoy. Jeron Noel, one who likes to bowl wicket to wicket, and would be looking to see if he can cramp the batsman for room. We're looking to see if he can pick up a couple of wickets here for his team. Not the sort of tournament he'd have wanted in terms of wickets taken, but quite economical at times. And he normally trains with those guys day in and day out, and you'll see it as a challenge he would relish to see if he can nick a wicket or two at this stage of the match.
Yeah, knowledgeable cricketer is Noel. As you say, he tend to be attacking bowler, attacks the stump, but has not picked up the amount of wicket you expect him to, but really is uses his head in bowling.
Kotoy gets one outside the off stump, looking to hit that one maybe over some mid-wicket region. He's not able to connect. Inquiring look there back to the umpire, asking if that is a wide.
Good decision by the umpire as Kotoy moved across, and Noel just pitch it a bit wider.
And this time Kotoy goes back and plays it onto the onside, where they come through for a single. So one more to Kotoy. He moves now to 12, bring Ambris, who is 10, on strike.
And the challenge, Kerry, is that you're bowling to the left and to the right. He could angle it, try to bowl a particular line for Kotoy, know what he's trying to do. But then now he comes to the right-hander, Ambris, and he's a complete different player. And we see Ambris giving himself room and moving around in the crease. So it would be very interesting.
Yes, as it's going to be Noel once again. This time he's into bowl to Ambris, and to this Ambris lifts it well over the fielder at long on for 6. Fine shot there from Ambris. The ball was in his hitting range, and he just lifted that quite easily there, quite gracefully. Bishop, who is at long off, could have only stood and watched that ball sail over his head for 6. The first 6 of the innings to the Nutmeg Warriors.
Yeah, and in the slot, over pitch, and Ambris just stepped out and just really stroked it over long on.
Again, Ambris looking to give himself some room. Jeron Noel saw that and he decided to abort the run up. He doesn't want to. He wants to keep Ambris in check a bit and not let him dictate what is happening out there in the middle. Again, and Ambris gives himself some room, hits over the covers, eludes the field, and there that is Darren Ned. They go through for a couple runs there. So as you can see, Ambris moving around the wicket, trying to unease the bowler and dictate the proceeding there. He moves on to 16, and in the middle of over number 3, the Nutmeg Warriors, they're 36 for 1.
Yeah, very interesting battle as both batsmen just looking to make room.
This time Ambrose again hits that, lifts that over, this time over covers, one bounce into the boundary for 4, and it's certainly turning out so far in this over to be the Sunil Ambrose show, looking to go over the onside, which he hit for 6, and this time over the offside for 4, and Crony, and two equally good shots there from the talented Sunil Ambrose.
Yeah, another over pitch delivery. I don't think he hit it as well. You could see that though he didn't get bat sort of turn in his hand and didn't really get it as he expected. But he had enough just to drop just one bounce before it crossed the rope. Now we see that extra cover being placed right out. Now he's going back a bit squarer.
Yeah, so Imran Joseph has been called in from mid-wicket, and Darren Ned is doing the duties there in the extra cover position as the cover fielder is brought a bit more squarer. And Ambrose faces up again. This over has been gone for 13 runs, 6-2-4-1. One delivery left in the over, and Noel would want to keep it tight. Ambrose hits straight, hits well. That's 6 more runs to Sunil Ambrose. A fine shot there from Ambrose. Noel again guilty of over pitching once more in the over, and Ambrose was able to hit that one back over the bowler's head for 6, an over which went for 19 runs, and the Nutmeg Warriors, they're now 46 for 1 after 3 overs.
Yeah, good shot by Ambrose. So again, another over pitch ball, and all he did was to come forward and hit straight. There's no big set of movement. Just get himself into the right position and hit it straight back over long off, and went a long way over the ropes.
Yes, really a clinic in effective batting there from Sunil Ambrose. And you see, Crony, as we watch the hills there over the stadium, and that is the Darbo Mountrush, going up to the Mountrush area. It's quite, actually that's River Road. Yes, that's River Road coming into the stadium now. That's quite beautiful scenery, and you know, those houses perched on the hills there really makes a nice picturesque view here at the National Cricket Stadium, as it's going to be a change of bowling. The man who hit 82 runs, 10 sixes and 2 fours, Darren Ned, now has the ball in his hand, looking to see if he can have the same sort of impact he'd have had with the bat in his hand. Having a chat there with Imran Joseph. And Crony, though the teams, their fate has already been sealed in terms of the final 4, you can see that the competition is still tense in this match as both teams want to pick up 2 points.
Yeah, it is, and I would think more Clove challengers would want to end strong to pick up 2 points in this game. The score of 128, it is a competitive score. Yes, it has been mainly the batting of one player, but they will want to end picking up the 2 points in this particular game, and maybe could very well be Ned's day today, pick up 1 or 2 wickets, and this would be the partnership that they will have to break. This pair will be the pair that they have to separate if really they're going to restrict them on that at 128.
Yeah, Ned is in to Kotoy. Kotoy flashes at one outside the off stump. A bit of, it was wide and moving away from him into the gloves of the keeper. Again, Kotoy gesticulating, probably indicating to the umpire that it was wide, but umpire Man Warren is unmoved from his position there, and Ned, we're still in the power play, and that width there probably is one you can say he'd have gotten away with.
Well, it wasn't a bad delivery. It moved, and I think the bounce and the movement would have really made it difficult for Kotoy.
As he's in once more, Darren Ned. This time Kotoy again looking to play across the line there. Looking to hit over mid-wicket, and probably could have looked to hit that one probably much straighter there. Delivery similar in length, and some good bounce being extracted there from the man Darren Ned.
Yeah, good line. He's bowling Fulton to Kotoy. Again, Kotoy probably looking to make use of that big gap mid-wicket. There's nobody in mid-on or even long on, so maybe trying to Joseph is now coming around to mid-on, but still a big gap there.
Kotoy hits straight, goes down tongue. Joseph runs around, collects it. Oh no, Imran Joseph has made a mess of that one there. Very casually running around, settling himself on that. The ball burst through his hands, hit his body, and it went a few yards away from him there, and that's a big miss there from Imran Joseph and the Clove challengers. And for their sake, we hope that it doesn't come back to hurt them in this inning.
Casual, very, very casual by Joseph there. He had all the time, and his movement, it didn't indicate that he was really assured of himself going to take that catch. And as we look at the replay, it was a good slower delivery. Kotoy looking for the big hit. And as we look at Joseph, he just seemed to be ambling and, really never get into any position. And ball just bonks his hand.
Yeah, it's now going to be Darren Ned with that disappointment of the drop catch behind his back. So far, he's bowled 3 deliveries, just conceded 2 runs. Good start so far in the context of the match, where the run rate is currently 13.71. The required rate 12.46. Ned would be looking to see if he can push down that run rate even further into Kotoy. And Kotoy gets a shot, a lifting delivery, not that short in length. He got himself in an awkward position, looking to play on the onside, hit in the region of the stomach and goes behind square, where the fielding is done by Dennis Narayan.
Yeah, good bowling by Ned, not giving much room. Will be very disappointed. That catch was dropped there, but has 4 deliveries and has bowled 4 good deliveries, just conceding 2 runs. Yes, would be a little disappointed not to pick up that all-important wicket of Kotoy.
Yeah, it's now the right-handed Ambrose on strike, who is doing some gardening to the wicket in front of him, as Ned waits to get going to bowl to Ambrose. As we see just some changes, slight modification there in the field, as Bishop and Narayan is switched positions from backward point to short third man. Ambrose a slower delivery, angling down into the pad there, looking to work it on the onside. He's not able to make a connection hit on the pad. Stifled appeal, but that one, the angle was always taking it down the leg side.
A very good delivery. Ambrose was beating all ends up as he played around it. Just was fortunate that it probably was just aiming down the leg side a bit, but good variation shown there by Ned.
Yeah, the final ball of Ned's over so far, going for 2 runs, and a really good start there from the man Darren Ned. 1 delivery to go in over number 4, final delivery of the power play, and a wide delivery there, not taken cleanly by wicketkeeper Henry. So that's going to be 2 wides, and just as we are talking about how well he was bowling, he delivered an extra which conceded another two wides. So the 50s up for the Nutmeg Warriors, 51 for 1, and also the 50 partnership coming up in the process. 50 runs came off of 26 deliveries, 5 4s and 2 6s, and going at a very healthy rate, Crony.
Yeah, and a good stand, and I think both batsmen looking pretty positive, pretty confident, and they putting up a stand of 50. They will want to continue. They are the mainstay, the main batters for Nutmeg Warriors, and they will want to continue their good work.
Yes, we just had an individual that's walking across the side screen there in the southern end of the ground. I'm just holding up a play a bit, and now Ned is ready to go as he's into Kotoy, and to this one Kotoy gets a full wide one outside the off stump. It is signaled wide by the umpire, so Ned is finding it difficult there to finish off the over well. One which bowled wide down the leg side to the right-handed batsman, and now wide outside the off stump to the left-handed batsman.
Yeah, I think he's trying to do just a bit too much. Just need to stick to the basics. He have been bowling good line and good length, but in these last few deliveries, looking to do just a bit more. And as such, just pushing the ball too wide off for the left-handed batsman.
Delivery full toss hits back through the bowler was put up the arms to see if he can maybe hold on to that catch there, but he was not able to get his hands around it. So 1 more run to Kotoy at the end of the over. He's 15. Sunil Ambrose is on 28, and at the end of the power play, the Nutmeg Warriors, they're in pursuit of 129 for victory. They're 53 for 1.
Yeah, good start by Nutmeg Warriors, 53 for 1. Ned in his first over going for 6. And not a bad over. Shouldn't be disappointed with that over. He had the opportunity of picking up the important wicket of Kotoy, but really would have pulled things back a bit. Just conceding 6 runs in his first over. It's 53 for 1 after 4 overs.
Yes, it's now going to be who's going to take up the action. It's going to be Jaron Noel, who's going to continue looking to see if he can deliver a much better over than his previous one. His previous over going for 19 runs. We'll be looking to see if he can win 2 massive sixes and the 4. Ambrose really latched onto him in that over. Now, for the first up, he's going to be dealing with Kieran Kotoy, as the Kotoy would have sent his helmet back into the dressing room. The blonde, the bleached tip here of Kieran Kotoy at the striker's end awaits the proceedings, as we can see the changes there, and ATN is looking to ring the changes around in the field, and Narayan is a man that seems to be doing a lot of moving. Jaron Noel is in to bowl to Kotoy. Shot outside the off stump, goes back, stabs it down to short third man, where Kelton Kadu, he does the fielding. So Kotoy, Ambrose back on strike, and Ambrose is really starved for the strike. You know, as of late he's just faced 9 deliveries. Kotoy, who came in at the first as what we call one down, has faced 15. And after in 25 balls, Ambrose 9 deliveries. We're looking to see if he can keep his scoring rate up, going at 300 plus strike rate. Thick outside edge, flies over the field at short third man and goes into the boundary for 4. Really a bad delivery there from Jaron Noel. Had a bit of pace and it was wide outside the off stump, and the batsman was only able to get a thick edge onto it down to the boundary for 4.
Well, you also give him the room to really swing his bat at it, and just seemed to be taking a liking from Noel. He hit him for 2-6 in the previous over. A little surprising that Noel come back for his second over after going for 19 of his first over.
Confidence placed there by the key skipper, and this time Ambrose lifts that one across on into the leg side. Imran Joseph, who is in mid wicket, can only watch it sails over as it crosses the square boundary for 4. So back-to-back boundaries for Sunil Ambrose. He races on to 36, and the total now 62 for 1. They require another 67 runs of 33 deliveries.
Yes, good going so far by the Nutmeg Warriors, and Ambrose really taken a toll to Noel. Yes, 36 from 11, just 11 deliveries.
This one is wide outside the off stump. Ambrose watches it into the gloves of wicketkeeper Henry. So another extra to the total. Quite indisciplined in that aspect of the game. So for the Clove challengers, have already conceded 11 extras, and then make that to be 1 leg by 9 wides and 1 no ball. Really aiding the Nutmeg Warriors cause early here in the innings.
Yeah, Noel being hit for 2 fours and just pushing this one too wide, as he gives it some air and push it wide. And Ambrose did the right thing not to go after it.
Yeah.
Just allow the umpire to signal wide.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you get those deliveries wide outside the awesome, and the batsmen, they go for it and then they hit the ball in front and just get 1 run. While they could have probably just wait for it or let it go, as Ambrose did, and pick up the free extra. Another wide delivery outside the off stump. Again, signal wide by umpire Roger Davis. And we would say, you know, if you were in the stands, Crony would have been shouting, "You're hiding it, man." And you can see that's exactly what Jaron Noel is looking to do. They're looking to keep those balls as far out of the reach of Sunil Ambrose.
Yeah, and this is where the discipline comes in. Sometimes you get into that hitting zone, you want to hit everything. There you saw it was wide. You just allowed it to go through. And this is where your discipline comes in your batting.
And Ambrose looks to flip that off, jumped over the fielder shot, fine leg. He succeeds though in finding the fielder. An easy catch there for Kelton Kadu. Ambrose goes for 36. Jaron Noel, after being pummeled all around the ground, he's able to finally celebrate seeing the back of Sunil Ambrose. Easy catch there for Kadu. Ambrose goes for 36, and the Warriors, they're 2 wickets down. They're 64 for 2 in the 2 overs short of 5.
Yeah, good wicket for the Clove challengers. Just a little bit unlucky there for Ambrose. I think he played the right shot. He just happened to pick the fielder in that position and went straight to him, and he took an easy catch. I think Noel really would be happy to see the back of Ambrose. He has conceded some 30 runs with 2 deliveries left in his second over. But at 64 for 2, I still think that you'd want to give the batting team a little bit of edge, with Kotoy still at the wicket. But in this game of glorious uncertainties, anything can happen.
Yeah, as we see now, is going to be the new batsman Wavell Benjamin into the crease, and Benjamin will be looking to see if he can carry his team across the ropes from here on out. Those of us who have been around the cricket for a little while would know the name Wavell Benjamin, would have scored quite heavily, in his days in school cricket. I know in some competitions he used to score back-to-back centuries and big hundreds, and he's in now to face up to Noel. That one kept down, that one didn't come up at all. Unfortunately for Benjamin, he's outside the line of the off stump.
Yeah, so important that you try to bowl as straight as possible. And this one, they stayed on a bit, didn't pass from the off stump.
Joel again, and Wavell Benjamin looking to go down tongue, hits down too long on, where long off, where Darren then runs to his left and does quite a good bit of fielding there. So the end of the spell for Jaron Noel, his 2 overs has went for 31 runs, but he picked up the important wicket of Sunil Ambrose in his second over. And after 5, the midway stage, the Nutmeg Warriors, they need 129 for victory. They're 65 for 2, require 64 and a further 64 runs of 30 deliveries with 8 wickets in hand.
Yeah, very interesting game developing here. But just to see again Ned feeling at long off, they're moving really quickly to cut this ball off from the boundary and also limit the batsman to just 1. So his movement have been really quick across the surface, and just allowing the batsman 1. 65 for 2 after 5 overs. Noel 1 for 31 in his 2 overs.
Yes, this is match 24 of the second season of the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 tournament. 6 teams, 78 players. Well, we've had more than 78 players now with a few replacements in. 30 matches, 14 days of exciting cricket. We're down into the final weekend. As we see, it's going to be Casimir Thomas, one of our top music producers here in Grenada, goes by the name of Peck Jones, into bowl to Benjamin. Benjamin looking to hit down the ground. The keeper settles on that one thick edge, and easy catch there from Junior Henry. Wavell Benjamin goes. Casimir Thomas strikes with his first delivery, and it's the pack of Wavell Benjamin for 1. Nutmeg Warriors, they're now 65 for 3.
Yeah, first delivery, and Benjamin again, not to the pitch of it, looking to hit somebody over long on, and just succeeded in hitting it straight up in the air. The keeper hardly had to move just to come around and then take an easy catch. Well, I wouldn't say easy, because those catches in the air sometimes can be really, really difficult. But he took it well, and Benjamin just going for 1 off 3 deliveries. It's 65 for 3.
Yes, we see it's going to be the new batter, Donald McDonald. The player, he would have picked up the player of the match in the previous match, and we know that Donald McDonald, he's a big game performer. He came good at the end of the season last year for his team in the semi-finals and finals, and will be one. I think he'll be finally coming out of his leg, getting ready for the big stage. Tomorrow we'll have qualifier 1 between the Nutmeg Warriors. Regardless of the result of this match, they will finish in the top 2. So they'll be coming up against the Bayleaf Blasters, a good unit well led by Devon Smith, include the likes of Kavim Hodge, Devon Smith, Nkosi Sentile, and a very exciting bowling lineup as we see Thomas get set to bowl to Kotoy. To this one, Kotoy goes back and cuts well down to the fielder at the cover boundary. That is Francis, who rifles in a powerful throw there to wicketkeeper Henry, and one more to the total, 66 for 3. And we was talking about the bowling lineup for the Nutmeg Warriors. The Bayleaf Blasters, in their lineup, they have the likes of Neilon Pascal, Sherman Lewis, Kavim Hodge, Amical Dubisset, Richard Rogers. They've all done well for their team this season, and will be looking to see if they can repeat that performance in the biggest match of the tournament for them, which comes up tomorrow. A short delivery goes back, looking to pull on the onside, succeeds in hitting it down to long off, where Teddy Bishop comes off the boundary to do the fielding. So 1 run to Donald McDonald, he's off the mark, and Crony McDonald is one of those batsmen. He really doesn't take long to get going, 2 deliveries, and he really looks to get motoring on.
Yes, you're right, and he hasn't really come up yet for this tournament. So I think the time has come that he
Kotoy chips down the ground, so that one thick outside edge and down to throat off. I make that Darren Ned at mid-off. So a wicket goes, Kieran Kotoy goes, 2 wickets in the over for Casimir Thomas. He's picked up Kotoy and Wivel Benjamin, and the Warriors, they're now 67 for 4.
Yeah, a good wicket, important wicket picked up there by Clove Challengers. I think the 2 players that really looked well now has gone. Again, he was not to the pitch of it, but again, looking to cleared long off. They just went up in the fielder on the boundary. They coming in, had all the time in the world. Pick up a easy catch, and really an important blue struck there by Clove Challengers.
Yeah, it's a big wicket there. Kotoy goes, now brings on Akeem Alexis. Into the wicket is going to be McDonald, who's going to be on strike. The batsmen would have crossed while the ball was in the air. So 2 big wickets in there in the over. Certainly now we can see the pendulum being swung in the favor of the Clove Challengers. Has been a long and dreary season for the Challengers, winning 1 of their first 7 matches, and they'll be looking to see if they can make it 2 out of the 8 group matches. McDonald hits straight, hits well, that's 6 runs there. We are just talking about how quickly he can get going, and the second ball he faced dispatched the bowler back over his head for a big 6.
Yeah, lovely shot. Again, this was over pitch and really hit straight, and we have seen the benefit of you hitting straight. But I was just making the point that we haven't seen Donald McDonald really done as we know he can. He was very effective in the first edition, and one can expect that any time he can come good.
Peg Jones into Donald. McDonald, short delivery, has the batsman reaching, plays it behind square, down to short turn man. Akim Alexis comes scampering through for a single. So the end of a double wicket over for Casimir Thomas, one which goes for 9, and after 6 overs, the Nutmeg Warriors, they're 74 for 4. 74 for 4 after 6 overs. They require further 75 runs of 55 runs. They require 55 runs of 24 deliveries.
Yeah, the game getting into a really interesting stage. Thomas picking up 2 for 9 in that over. The important wicket of Kotoy, and they would think they in with a chance. We haven't seen the likes of T10 bowlers yet, so with 4 overs to go, still 55 runs to score. It can go anywhere.
Yes, so you can hear umpire Roger Davis asking the captain to get it moving around now. He's going to be a new bowler. He's going to be Cyprian Forsyth with his steady medium offerings to Donald McDonald. Forsyth, previously we know him as someone who would have bowled. He's economical off spin, but he has decided to ditch that in this tournament for some medium offerings. As he's now the 6th bowler used by Captain Etienne, and Forsyth with number 32 on his back. into bowl to Donald. McDonald clips that one well off his legs down to the, oh my goodness, poor effort, very, very poor effort there from Imran Joseph. Running around, it looked like he had it under total control, allowed the ball to go pass under his reach into the boundary for 4, and I'm sure that the captain and the bowler would have required a bit more there from Imran Joseph. Very lackadaisical attempt there on the mid-wicket boundary.
Well, I'm wondering if he's fully fit. He's really been casual coming across, and not quick enough, and just making a sort of big effort in trying to stop this ball.
Yeah, as we see, the captain has pushed back Jaron Noel back to the square leg boundary, as McDonald again hits that, it goes straight to Jaron Noel position. There, come off the square leg boundary to do the fielding. You can see McDonald in a bit of anguish. He's not able to connect onto that shorter delivery, and he picks up a single.
Yeah, but someone will have to attack, and we see McDonald really looking to do so. Still 50 from 22 deliveries.
Yeah, it's going to be Alexis facing up against his very good mate, Cyprian Forsyth. Alexis and Forsyth knows each other very well, plays in the same parish as Forsyth is in to bowl to Alexis. A wide delivery down the leg side. It is signaled as a wide by umpire Roger Davis. So 1 more to the total, a 180 now for 4. And Forsyth and Alexis, their club teams, they both play for the Upsetters cricket team, and they are also members of the St. George's senior team. As Forsyth is into Alexis, Alexis goes back looking to play square on the offside, is not able to connect into the gloves of the wicket keeper. So reminding you, tomorrow it's 2 big matches. Match number 30, match number 25. The qualifier 1 between first and second. Ginger, that would be Nutmeg Warriors versus the Bayleaf Blasters from 11:45 a.m. as a Forsyth again. Alexis looks to place it, gets an inside edge down into the boundary for 4. Very unfortunate there from from Forsyth. He had Hakim Alexis pushing at 1, gets an inside edge into the boundary for 4, and the Warriors, they move on to 84 for 4, require now 45 of 20 balls. And currently tomorrow, the Nutmeg Warriors and the Bayleaf Blasters, by far the 2 best teams in the tournament, meeting in qualifier 1, should really be a top encounter.
Yeah, this is where we're expected to see really, really tight competition as we look at the makeup of both teams.
This time Alexis gets inside and pulls that one down to square leg, where Jaron Noel does the fielding coming off the boundary. So more run to Alexis. He moves to 5, and the total 85 for 4.
Yes, again, this short in length there is Forsyth. A little surprised that Forsyth is into the attack now. I don't know if he bowled in any of the previous game, but just a little bit on the short side, and this one hit down to backward square. The fielder coming across there and feeling. Again, he's actually attacking the stump, trying to bowl in as straight as possible, just on the short side.
And this time McDonald hits down the ground, but he's able to find wicket, keep the fielder Ronald Etienne on the long off boundary for a single. So that's the end of the 7th over. After 7, Nutmeg Warriors, they're 86 for 4. 86 for 4 after 7 overs. Require 43 runs of 18 balls, and in T10 cricket, currently 86 runs required from 18 balls. As we can see those youngsters there on the hills perching over the National Stadium. It's really an excellent view, but the breeze up there is really good, and they're up there to fly their kites, and they're really having a wonderful time in this season, taking advantage of the easterly winds which comes across our islands at this time of the year.
Yeah, good advantageous position at the top of the hill there. You know, you can relax there. There's so much area you can relax up there, and really not in a situation to affect anyone. So they would love to use those areas.
It's going to be Imran Joseph. He went for 16 off his first over, picking up the wicket of Shondell Regis. Saw some blunders in the field, a drop catch, misfield. He's into bowl to McDonald. Short delivery comes inside, plays it well behind down to the fine leg boundary for 4. So sort of telegraphed there from Imran Joseph. Short delivery, and McDonald is able to capitalize on that one. He moves on by 4 to 18, and the total now 90 for 4.
Yeah, playing a very good inning there is Donald McDonald. He quickly moves on to 18 again. We see Joseph again bowling short, and really McDonald just swiveling, get inside of it and hit it down to backward square, which is vacant.
As we can see now, a change in the field in there. Positions between Captain Ronald Etienne and Narain, Dennis Narain. Now the extra cover, Etienne in backward point. Donald charges Joseph. That one didn't come at all. It was a slower delivery there. He's able to get a thick head, goes on to the onside where Casimir Thomas, one of our, as I mentioned, of our top music producers, Peck Jones, he does the fielding. So it's 1 more to the total, and Joseph would be really required by his team to finish this over strongly, see if he can get a wicket or 2, because with 38 of 16 and rampaging Donald McDonald at the crease, it can be an interesting battle.
Yeah, you want to cut it down, maybe 13 the last 2 overs.
A short lifting delivery, very good take there by wicketkeeper Junior Henry. That one was sailing over the head of the batsman, signaled wide by the umpires, and now the bowler is being alerted to that is 1 per over. Excellent take by Junior Henry, saved his team 4 runs there.
Yeah, quick delivery again on the short side.
Here he's in again, Joseph. A short delivery. This time Henry's able. Wicketkeeper like to get a gloves onto it. Another short delivery. A signal wide by the umpire. So that's going as they come back for a third. So that's going to be actually 4 runs. Excellent cricket there between the batsmen of the Nutmeg Warriors. Turn 2 into 3, and Joseph Crony, I can say, he certainly lost the plot.
Yeah, really ill-disciplined bowling by Imran Joseph. Really has had a bad day so far. Drop catches, misfeeling, and he actually started off picking up the first wicket, and then bowl a wide, which went down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah.
And he continues to bowl short. Really some ill-disciplined bowling there by Imran Joseph, and one of the top players you would expect to help lead this team, Clove Challengers, and really has not stood up to it, and coming in such a critical stage here. And again, he's given away runs.
Yeah, now 33 runs required of 16 balls, just over 12 runs and over. They're scoring at 13 runs and over. Donald McDonald deep in his crease, wait is for Joseph, and he hits that one over the onside. Fine shot there from Donald McDonald into the stands. It goes for 6, and a big shot there. The 100 comes up for the Nutmeg Warriors. They're 102 for 4 of 54 deliveries in 49 minutes, 10 fours and 4 sixes, and they only require, I make it 27 runs of 15 balls. Advantage, I would say, Nutmeg Warriors.
Yeah, most definitely. Again, over pitch ball, slow delivery outside the off stump, and McDonald picked it up and just easily hit it over long on.
Yeah, he's saying again, McDonald making room on the onside. He's not able to connect well. Hits it straight to Casimir Thomas, where they're not able to cross over for a single. But McDonald, he's played a gem of an inning so far, 25 of 10, 14 minutes, 2 fours and 2 sixes, and has his team just ahead here at this moment.
Yes, I think they would be the team that is more confident to get to that score of 129. Has been a good brief inning by McDonald.
And short and wide outside the off stump. Signal wide by umpire Man Warren. Changing the angle there is Imran Joseph. And I think that the fast bowler has really let his team down so far. And signal no ball. It is a no ball. The call has been changed from a wide to a no ball, because I think that one was being excessively above the head. He'd have been instructed previously on 2 occasions. That is the first and the second one for the over. And now he's bowled a no ball, and it's going to be a free hit. 26 runs needed of 14 balls. Joseph waits for the umpire as he's going to come around the wicket to McDonald. And to this delivery, McDonald is hitting on the onside, clips it into the leg side. Peck Jones has some feeling. So too is the fielder Francis down on the square leg boundary. They come around for 2, so 2 more runs to the total. 105 for 4 with 24 runs needed with 13 balls. Imran Joseph has really he's been carted for a lot today. 35 runs of 1.5 overs with 1 wicket. His first over went for 16. This one has gone for 19 so far.
Yeah, he continued to struggle, bowling really all over the place, wides and no ball on short deliveries.
And this one, Donald McDonald hit straight. Beautiful shot. What a shot there from McDonald. He held the pose there. And my goodness, Crony, we have seen some good shots for the day. But I tell you, that shot is really up there with the best among them. Excellent shot from Donald McDonald. And he's now sending out the signal that I have arrived. This is my stage of the tournament. And I'm going to boss it from here on out. At the end of the 8th over, Nutmeg Warriors 111 for 4.
Yeah, tremendous shot by McDonald. Over pitch delivery by Joseph, who really continued to struggle, and it was hit straight over long on, actually over the bowler's head, and it went to over the boundary for 6. It really has been good batting, and as I said before, we haven't seen him come to the party as yet in this tournament, but this is the inning that has really came out and really played well. Scoring 33 from just 13 deliveries.
Yeah, excellent there from Donald McDonald, looking to wheel his team across the line there. They still need 18 runs now, but they need 18 runs of 2 overs, 18 runs of 12 balls, and though they need 9 runs and over, that's actually the required run rate for the first time in the innings has dipped under 10. As we see, it's going to be Darren Ned who will be looking to see if he can pick up a couple of wickets and push his team back ahead in this challenge. But I can tell you, with 18 runs required of 2 overs, the well-set Donald McDonald on 33, it is advantage Nutmeg Warriors at this stage of the match.
Yes, and Ned in his second over, first over going for 6, one would imagine Ronald Etienne going to bowl the next over.
And so this time Akim Alexis lifts that one over the leg side, goes down to the fielder Cyprian Forsyth coming off the mid-wicket boundary, who does the fielding, and they pick up 1. So Alexis was able to do his job, get McDonald back on strike, and now 112 for 4. And I can see that the captain, the former captain of the Nutmeg Warriors, he is quite elated following the action, and certainly he's excited to see the and this one goes over the top. Etienne can only watch it, sails over his head into the boundary for another 6 over long off. Fine shot there from Donald McDonald. And I can tell you, Pastor Worm, he tries to remain balanced and impartial, but he cannot contain his excitement. He always mentions the name Donald McDonald is one of his most interesting name in the sport of cricket, but Pastor Worm is really elated up here to see Donald McDonald hitting that ball all over the park as Ned into ball to McDonald and hits that one high and long. Bishop is settling under it, but no, over the rope for another 6. Donald McDonald show continues. 6 more to the man from St. Andrew. He moves on by 45, and the total 120 for 4 for 4. Donald McDonald 45 of 15 balls, 2 4s and 5 6s, and Crony with 5 runs needed for victory. I would not bet against Donald McDonald finishing off that with a 6. And that one angling down the leg side, hit on the body, goes Chicklers on the onside for a leg bye. So brings Akim Alexis there on strike, and I think the fans who are looking on there will be saying, no, why you take the single? Finish it off with a 6 as Alexis comes in strike. And it was really a balanced game for most of the second half of the game, but that inning from Donald McDonald has really taken it away from the Clove challengers. And Alexis hits that one over mid-wicket for 6. Into the stands it goes. Victory to the Nutmeg Warriors by 6 wickets. Alexis finishes on 12. Donald McDonald, a scintillating 45 of 16 deliveries. Deservingly the man of the match for Donald McDonald for that knock. Nutmeg Warriors 131 for 4. They finished the group stage with 7 victories of the 8 matches. And they will finish at the top of the table playing the Bailiff Blasters in tomorrow's encounter 1 versus 2. But I can tell you, with the absence of Andre Fletcher, these guys have stepped up. Donald McDonald is arrived at the party, and with 2 games to go, it really is going to be exciting times here in the Spicy Dream 11 Spice T10 tournament 2nd season.
Yeah, what an impressive victory by Nutmeg Warriors. The midway stage, it could have gone anyway. The loss of Cottoy's wicket, one felt they could have gone anyway with it, with the 2 batters, Cottoy and Ambrose. But here come McDonald, played a really brilliant innings, finished with 45 not out of only 16 deliveries, and really taking home Nutmeg Warriors to this convincing win. And still, just over and 1 ball to go, winning by 6 wickets. Really have been tremendous batting. We have seen two innings today, in my view, which really would have been 2 of the outstanding in this tournament. Darren Ned first off 82. Still think probably the best in the tournament. But we have seen McDonald really just putting things together and really bringing victory home to Nutmeg Warriors. Really has been a tremendous inning, and it's a great way to finish the preliminary games. Nutmeg Warriors winning by 6 wickets.
I love this game. I really love this game. Not just this game, but I love the game of cricket. That was a marvelous performance. I mean, McDonald hit the ball so clean, so crisp, and every time he hit it, always looked like going over the boundary line. 45 he ended up at the close, 131 for 4. And Raphael, what looked initially as maybe an unreachable total turned out to be one that they hunted down with still an over and 1 delivery to go.
Yes, it did look really doubtful at 60 odd for 4. The 2 big wickets in Ambrose and Cottoy going, and you look back at how this team would have played through the tournament, even though at the top of the table, the batsmen who would have scored the runs, really the Regis, the Fletcher, right up there. So these players really haven't been doing too well batting through this tournament. But as I said before, McDonald would have played very well in the first edition, and probably it would have only time for him to come good. But I think he came good the right time and really take that match home for Nutmeg Warriors.
Fantastic batting. I mean, absolutely fantastic batting. And you could always hear how the ball was coming off the bat as Willow made contact. Or let's put it this way, Willow made contact with leather, and it always sounded so very well. Let's go downstairs. Cherise?
Clove challenges to present the Player of the Match award to Mr. Donald McDonald of the Nutmeg Warriors. We have Mr. Andy Noel of the first Vice President of the Grenada Cricket Association. Now, Donald, you're just coming off of a remarkable innings, scoring 45 runs off of 16 balls not out. What was your game plan going into today's match?
Well, my game plan was just simple. I mean, losing a couple early wickets, just going in and get set and just trying to finish it off. That was my game plan.
Okay, and when you guys saw the total of 129 runs to win, what was the mood like in the camp?
Well, we never back down from anything in our camp. We always, pumped at all times, and watching this total with the kind of batting lineup that we have, I think it was a gettable score.
Okay, and we see the Nutmeg Warriors throughout the group stages, only conceding 1 loss. Tomorrow you head out to the playoffs. How has it been on the Nutmeg Warriors for this whole tournament so far?
Well, it was been simple until our captain ruled out, getting knocked, struck in the neck, and I think we need to prove something. We need to take it home for our skipper.
Okay, thank you, and all the best in the rest of the tournament.
All right, thanks.
Well, Donald has just said that we need to take this home for our skipper after he was struck on the neck, ruled out for the rest of the tournament. Nutmeg Warriors 131 for 4, 131 for 4. Ambrose was caught. Kadu of the bowling of Noel for 36. 12 balls for those 36 runs. 2 sixes, 5 fours. Batted very well. Shondell Regis didn't come off this time. He was bowled by Joseph for no score. Kiran Kotoy played a good knock, not a quick knock, but turned out to be a very important one. Stay there with Sunil Ambris. Caught Noel of the bowling of Thomas for 17, 2 fours. Wavell Benjamin was caught Henry of the bowling of Thomas for 1. And the innings of the innings really was Donald McDonald. Not out 45, 16 balls. Struck 2 fours and 5 sixes. And yes, Ned had a wonderful knock for 82, I think it was. 82. But there was something about this innings. I enjoyed Ned's innings immensely. Really batted very well. It's hard for me to say which of these two I enjoyed most.
Well, I was coming to ask you the same question. No, we saw the brilliance of Darren Ned. And it really is hard to think that there's someone that would come and actually match it. That 45 by McDonald is. We really had two brilliant innings today. I still going to go for the innings of Ned.
You'll go for Ned.
Definitely, I'll go for the innings of Ned. But I think McDonald really played a match-winning inning. 5 sixes in 45. I mean, you really would have done well to bring his team home.
Fantastic. Joseph had 1 for 41 of 2. Etienne had none for 11 of 1. Noel 1 for 31 of 2. Darren Ned 1.5 overs, none for 25, treated a bit harshly. Thomas had 2 for 9 of 1, and Cyprian Forsyth just a 1 over, which conceded 12 runs. So the Nutmeg Warriors winning and winning strongly. And we were really, as usual, proud to bring you the broadcast. Well, let me give you the lineup tomorrow, God's willing, 11:45 a.m. Nutmeg Warriors will be coming up against Bailey Blasters. And, of course, Ginger Generals will be coming up against Saffron a little later on in the day. That's going to be at 2:30 in the afternoon. This is a very interesting encounter as we begin to go into the playoff there. And we're going to wait to see what the outcome of these two matches. But with the Nutmeg Warriors playing such good cricket today, we'll wait to see whether they can play as well as they did against Bay Leaf Blasters tomorrow. So that's the lineup that we have. Revel, it was nice having you as usual with us carrying the broadcast. And thank all of you who listening from wherever you are situated, wherever part of the globe you might be. We look forward to tomorrow's encounter. Until then.
The final weekend in the Dream 11 Spicer T10 2.0 cricket tournament fast approaches. And Grenada, it's time to fill the stands. This Saturday 16th and Sunday 17th April, it's the T10 playoffs. The top 4 teams will look to book their place in the grand final on Monday 18th April. Game times 11:45 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. Saturday and Sunday matches $5 EC. The grand final Monday the 18th, $10. Bring the drums, count shell, coolers. It's the biggest stadium line and catch all the action on this station. The Dream 11 Spice T10 2.0 cricket tournament. Love the game.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Energy. The world runs on it every day.
Good morning. Welcome to Soul.
Hi.
Hi.
And when we put the best of the Caribbean together with the energy we harness, everything runs so much smoother. Because at the end of the day, it's all about connecting people.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Soul, wherever your journey begins.
The biggest and safest summer festival in the region, August 8th and 9th. Let's go to Grenada for Spice Mass. Call your booking agents and get your tickets today.
I can't wait for T10. I can't wait to enjoy myself in the stadium. No matter everything goes, shot local talent doing well. Big up on yourself, sing it out. T10. Enjoy this.